Hello, Celia. I am going to say a few words on the concept of projection when we are actively transmuting emotion and thought patterns. So when we go inside, we're looking for three basic things: the emotion, the feeling, the thought pattern or the memory, and the word pattern, or the vibration or the sound that comes with the memory. These three things, when combined, are creating the perfect inner environment to apply transmutation. What happens when we are feeling things that perhaps we hadn't felt for a very long time, or maybe we aren't aware of at all when they come to the surface, especially as we're moving upscale in the emotional body, which you can read about online on this site. When we get to the clearer levels from the thyroid on up, the anger, the pain, the enthusiasm, we begin to see and feel and experience things with an awareness that wasn't previously there. And especially when we get to the thyroid, we are experiencing the emotions that we term anger, but there's a lot of emotions surrounding that word. Everything from irritability, frustration, to rage, to volcanic eruption of the the outpouring of angers that have been suppressed in times past. When this happens, it's often a unconscious and knee-jerk reaction to project that energy into our environment. Even the old ways that we were attempting to change our emotions, back particularly in the 80s, that I recall, what we called primal emotional release, which was basically finding something outside of ourselves to take on the emotions that we wanted to get rid of, essentially. So, there was like I was shown, okay, well, give it to a tree or allow the earth to absorb it. And some of those are correct in the sense that when we're overwhelmed electromagnetically, we walk barefoot on the earth, and electromagnetically we reconnect. We have that release of electromagnetic energies in the body naturally. But what I'm talking about here is the true transmutation of change on a cellular level, what we as individuals have to work with. When that happens, we need to contain and control within our auric field. In other words, we're not projecting, we're offering a hawk's eye, a vigilant eye to the internal movement of energy, to be aware that we are not allowing any leakage. This can come in forms of justifications, victimizations, just any outward thrust of energy, blame, shame. We keep those all really close until the powers of transmutation have at the utmost of our capacity in those moments to be able to transmute the energies that are there. And by transmute, I mean fully change and become harmonized of those energies that have been hidden or even if they aren't completely hidden, they've been ignored. So keep a vigilant eye on any projections while we were doing the work, as well as in daily life, in our relations, in our interactions, in our meditations. In our meditations, we're often feeling things as well. Things come up. Emotional and thought patterns come to the surface for us to have some edification. When those moments come, those are opportunities for us to own and beautify with the three powers. And if anybody has looked at any of my work, you know what the three powers are. They come to the powers of what we call love, not the love that is related to the sensual or externalized forms that we sometimes associate with love, but the actual energy and power of love that is the intense movement that can change anything less than love, any form of resistance, any form of judgment, is permanently and without doubt completely changed in the power of love. Another one of the three powers is forgiveness. The same goes for forgiveness. The other one is gratitude. Gratitude often comes first when we're reaching into the transmutation processes, because it allows, when we actively participate in that power of gratitude, it allows for a certain amount of increase in willingness. And that can be brought in continuously in the flow of transmutation. So let's keep our energies close. Let's keep our internal work that we are committed and persevering on planet Earth in 2020. Keep them close so that we may have opportunity after opportunity to work with and in those powers change life.